the janitor's first day at school. He saw something that changed his life forever. On the blackboard was the MIT Advanced Fourier equation. Not many people in the world could solve it, but the janitor didn't have to think for a second. He easily solved the professor's puzzle. The professor was deeply shocked by this scene. In order to find this problem solver, the professor held a special class on the problem. He didn't expect a full house. Everyone was expecting the mysterious solver to come out, but the students looked at each other in disbelief. Not one of them admitted to being the solver. The professor was disappointed. The janitor just took one look at the formula. He couldn't help but pick up the chalk and write. The professor thought the janitor was up to no good. He was about to arrest the boy in his office. The janitor was discovered and fled in a hurry, facing the professor's incessant accusations. He only left a polite question and then disappeared. But what surprised the professor even more? The correct answer appeared on the blackboard again. The professor did not expect. It wasn't the students who solved the question. It was this penniless janitor. He solved 2 years of research in just a few minutes. When the professor managed to find Will, Will was in court being accused, but Will didn't panic. He rattled off a list of laws. He knew them better than the other lawyer, because a few years earlier, he'd memorized the entire Constitution. Now even the other lawyer was speechless. The professor on the side also admired him. To find substantial evidence, it took the judge 10 minutes to go through Will's rap sheet. May 1993 for assault with intent. Theft in June of 1993. Impersonating a police officer, September 1993. But each time he managed to get off under the law. The professor was shocked by his path. The judge sympathized with Will's youth, but assaulting a police officer he couldn't tolerate. If Will can't get $50,000 bail, he'll go to jail. But just when he had no hope of getting help, the professor who would change his life appeared. The professor didn't care what Will said. He made him 2 conditions. First, he would study math problems with the professor every week. Second, he would see a psychiatrist once a week. If Will agrees, the professor will post his $50,000 bail to get him out of jail. As much as Will resisted these conditions, but he had no choice. He finally nodded and agreed to the professor's terms. And after that, Will was no longer a street punk, but the right-hand man of a famous college professor.